2 months passed since the previous video, which was the first and until now the last video I made for YouTube. I just wanted to give a little update because it doesn't look like I will be finishing the vlog that I have been filming all this time at any point. I hopefully will use those videos I've made for something in the future, maybe even for an intro here, but I don't think it will be like a proper vlog, which is a bit sad because I had quite nice thoughts to share. It was quite interesting, but it just got so long again, and the days became weeks in between me filming because I had more and more things to do that were not part of the topic I was making the vlog on. So at some point it was just like, yeah, I could just film all this everyday stuff, which are maybe like silly funny things or also just nice beautiful things. I could film my thoughts in general, but it's just, it didn't seem right to the concept, but also I was not doing the things that were right to the concept, so I just ended up at some point not filming at all. And actually it's not super sad because otherwise this whole vlog would be hours long, and honestly last video was already way too long. Like nobody should be like letting me talk for so long, not on a specific topic. But I think I've got like 60 views for this video, even though it's horribly long, and there's so much yapping from me, and still some people collected it at least, or I think they watched some parts of it 60 times, which is like, I think it's great for the first video on YouTube. I think it's great. We will see how it will go now. But yeah, so an update. Let's see what's there for the update. So first of all, I was planning on actually do some like proper lighting and makeup and script and everything, and as you can see I did none of it because I've been pushing to do this video for at least a week, I think even longer, maybe even 3 weeks, maybe months, for a very long time, simply because I wanted to do it right, and then I just understood that there's no way I will be doing it right, so I will just do it in some way. So here we are. As you have seen, I did film and made the subtitles and upload the first vlog, the first YouTube video, and that was the next part in my doing the creepy things journey. I did that. The subtitles were probably the most exhausting part because I do not have a program on my laptop to do that, so I have to do it on my iPad, but the length of the video makes this subtitles process extremely slow. So at some point I cannot actually even type the things in the in the pace I would do that, because the program actually, like the app, doesn't pick it up very fast. So I have to be like one letter, next letter, one letter. So it was such a long process. It was just inhumane, but I did it, and I will have to do it again for this video as well because I still don't have a program for subtitles on my laptop. So yeah, there's that. I actually have some ideas for other videos which are not vlogs, and I am quite excited to make that happen at some point, but I'm not planning, like properly planning, to do any of that. super soon, because there are some other super urgent things I have to be doing. So the next thing on the list of scary, creepy things was me starting my own gender studies seminar. And this is a fun story, a little bit fun story, a little bit sad, maybe probably more sad than fun. Maybe actually just sad. You know, the perks of being traumatized. What's humor? What's sadness? What's grief? Who cares? So I have created this Telegram channel with sub-channels, and I collected all this information. I found the links and the ebooks, and I filmed 2 videos, the intro video for Judith Butler in general and the book we are reading, because the seminar is kind of a book club, but more in a guided way, because I already read it and I already had multiple seminars on it, and the people who joined the seminar they are not at the same level with each other. Some people already read something from Judith Butler, some people didn't, some people started it, some people have no academic background whatsoever, and the whole thing for this seminar was that I provide the possibility for those people to engage with gender studies, specifically with Judith Butler's Gender Trouble, the book, which we kind of have chosen collectively to read and to discuss, so that I can somehow provide a possibility for people, especially without the academical background, or for people who do not want to do that with the whole academic, big words, complicated concepts thing. So of course it is an academic book, but it is possible to learn things without talking in all this academic way. You know what I mean. So I made one video about the technical parts and the organizational parts, and I also made one video as an intro to Judith Butler and the book Gender Troubles, and that's it. Because I invited the people in the chat, and they so we can move on only if they actually take part, like an active part in the chat, and tell me, yes, we started reading, or yes, we can see when we can have our first online meeting, or anything for that matter, to be honest, because there was no text whatsoever from anyone. And I'm not trying to blame people here, that's very important. I'm not trying to blame people here, because I understand that this is not something for credit points. It's not something where you get a certificate afterwards and can use it to negotiate better pay in your job, or something that, I don't know, anything that actually gives you like a kick in your butt to do it. So I kind of understand why I did all this work, but after it nothing happened. I will just learn from it, and I will be more strict with the whole deadlines and rules and everything all this period, because obviously if you give, and I kind of knew this because it's not my first time teaching, but it's my first time teaching online group of people because of a book in this concept. It's my first time teaching a group of people for gender studies, so it's like, yeah, it was an experience. So I will be sure next time that if you give students too much of free will in the classroom, if you will, nothing's gonna happen. And this is maybe the fun part, because I knew that, and I still was like, no, but I know all these people, all those people who wanted to be part of this project. We actually already connected, or we are actually friends, or but somehow it still didn't work out as I imagined, but that's fine because, I still got the experience. I have not lost anything because there was no money involved whatsoever, and I will just use all the things next time I do the seminar, maybe with other people, maybe also with those people as well. I will just adjust the expectations and also the rules and deadlines. So yeah, this was a thing. And the next thing was that I actually made a plan for my life for the next over 3 years, and I was working towards it, and it does not work out for now, and it's a bit frustrating, because as an autistic person and as a traumatized person, I just don't do well with uncertainties at all. It's like the most horrible thing you can give me is some uncertainty, and right now honestly, I think there's nothing that is certain. There's no date for anything. There's no certainty that anything will happen. There's no way to be sure that something is going to happen and that it will work, that it will work out. And with this background, my health decided that this is a really good point for us to, just to have one more thing we can be uncertain of, like one more thing, like just one more thing that I can spiral into every day. So that happened. My last 16 days where I felt so bad. I didn't feel this bad probably since 2016, and like 2016 was maybe the worst year of my life so far. I'm sorry, I'm really sorry. I am. I've got prescribed some hormonal therapy for this, and for now I've decided I will not be taking it because the doctors gave me a choice. I can decide between hormone therapy or plant therapy, and for now I decided to go with the plants because I already done hormone therapy once and it was I think it was fine, but I'm really bad in taking medication every day, especially if it's something I have to take at the same time of the day. But also I was so happy some years ago when I could stop with taking hormones and just live a life without them. It was I was so proud of my body actually for being able to do all of those things without medication, and then I got this amazing migraine medication which also helped me quite a lot, and I thought, wow, maybe my life somehow will be an easier one, but then I got other headaches that do not respond to any medication, and also now I have these hormonal problems that it's not quite certain if it will be a big issue or just a temporary issue from time to time. I really hope that it's just my body reacting to stress because of all this uncertainty that is rumoring, no, this is not the word, circling around me the last months actually, and engaging with all the aspects of my life. I think the only aspect of my life which is kind of stable is I'm still married and my husband and I will still love each other, and we are very happy together. So this is probably the only thing, but of course, like, no relationship is bound to be forever as well, so we have to make a decision every day that we want to stay together logically, like every person in any type of relationship does, I think. So I know that even those things are kind of like there's no certainty 100% because there's no certainty in anything. But when you know, okay, then and then I will be, for example, starting a new job, or I have this project that has a certain deadline, or anything like that, it just makes life much easier. And at this point I have no certainty in anything whatsoever. So I kind of get my body. I get it. Like, I get the level of stress, and I underestimated it a lot. So unless these issues will be a everyday 24/7 issue, I think I will not be returning to hormones anytime soon, because when I did, it was actually a 24/7 issue, and hopefully it will not be this case this time. But because of that, I felt incredibly bad the last 2 weeks, and it was super scary, because I didn't know what the reason is, and we kind of still don't know what the reason is. Because, you know, doctors and medicine, I have no idea what they're doing, to be honest. Like, why we still not knowing how, for example, nobody knows where headache comes from. Nobody knows. It's just, I'm not making it up, it's a fact that nobody knows where headache comes from. Like, why does it happen? Why do bodies do the things they do and then they hurt? Like, I had a very strange conversation about it with my neurologist. And because I have so many unexplainable pains, like on a physical level, he can explain to me, like, yeah, like the blood vessels do that thing and stuff. And I'm like, but why do blood vessels do that thing? Like, what should I be doing to stop them from doing that? And he's like, we don't really know. The science doesn't know. Try walking. Try, one doctor once said to me, have you tried riding a horse? This might help. So yeah, we are in the 21st century and we have no idea about how bodies work. So yeah, that's going on. Right now I'm trying to finish my bachelor degree, and it turned out to be a much more difficult task than I thought it would be. I'm trying to get into an internship. I tried to get into theaters, it didn't work. I tried to get into libraries, it didn't work as well. I cannot explain why it didn't work. It's I do not understand, because it doesn't make sense to me at the moment, but we will figure it out eventually, because I have to get into an internship to finish my bachelor degree. So at some point I will have to do that, and I also have to finish one more work for my theater science seminar, my last one that I had almost 2 semesters ago, actually. And I'm working on it right now, and then I will have to write my bachelor thesis, and that's it. And then I'm done with my 7 years of bachelor of philosophy and theater science, and I will for sure make a video about how it is to be studying at my university in Berlin as a trans and disabled chronically ill person. Yep. So yeah, I think this is it. I think this is all you need to know for now, because there's really nothing else I can tell you. As I said, I made plans. We don't know if they will work out. I do things, they don't work. My body is like, no. And this is kind of the situation in a nutshell. Oh right, I totally forgot. I left social media. Well, I could have been opening this video with this, because it's such a popular YouTube topic, actually. Wow, I will not re-record this now. Yeah, I left social media over a month ago, and I still got health problems, but I cannot imagine what would happen if I would be still on social media. I started to tell you what exactly was happening, but I actually will reserve it for a YouTube video, because I really want to, I want to jump on this train before it leaves the station. I think I really like the YouTube videos about like no screen summer, or no smartphone for months, or I quit social media for 3 months or a week or whatever, because people get so many interesting insights, and maybe I can share something. I don't feel like I got insights about my life in general, but I definitely got some insights about my relationship to social media, which is basically why people do it, I suppose. The whole like taking a break or like quitting it in general. So yeah, maybe this will be the next one actually. Maybe, I don't know. So if you made it until this point in the video, you can also just write me a comment about anything. Try to be nice, try to be polite if it's possible, because I know it is. It would be nice. Just some kind and respectful human connection would be amazing break from my solitude of my everyday life. Thank you so much for watching, and stay safe and stay kind to yourself and others. Thank you.